Throughout the years of Yu-Gi-Oh, there has always been an established meta. And that meta goes on to influence what people typically play at the larger events. But what if you took a list of every deck from the September 2011 meta, randomized them, and put them into their own single elimination bracket tournament, allowing for exactly one of every different type of deck to be represented? In this series, Joe and I will be playing out a full single elimination bracket tournament. Each week, Joe and I will be playing a different deck, and whatever deck wins will move on, and whatever deck loses will be eliminated. The goal of this series is to see if the traditional meta will reign supreme, or if a new champion will be crowned. Be prepared for jank winning, meta losing, and for the format as we know it to be turned upside down. Welcome to the Tournament of Tournaments. We're back, guys. For those of you that follow the series, you know that I always release this series on Fridays, and I was absolutely intending on doing that this Friday. Unfortunately, I had to make some final edits after work, and my computer just kind of exploded. Don't know what happened. I literally spent forever trying to fix it, and it's finally fixed. We literally had to wipe everything, so we're back up and running, which means I can finally get this episode out to you guys. And I'm kind of excited. We're playing Plasma Heroes, and Destiny Hero Plasma. This is a card that it didn't really see a ton of competitive play in its lifespan, but this card's really cool. If for you, those of you that don't know, its effect is it can be normal summoned or set. You must special summon it by tributing 3 monsters. So that seems kind of tough, but 3 monsters includes things like tokens, so you can use Scapegoat. And honestly, the main way to meet that requirement in this deck is we use cards like Treeborn Frog and Tour Guide. So you can Treeborn Frog, you can enemy control the Treeborn, bring back Treeborn, so you can steal one of your opponent's monsters, and then all you have to do is normal summon. So the nice thing about it is this is tributing 3 to special summon, not to normal. So you can use your normal and still get to special summon the Plasma, which feels really nice. So it literally the most basic way to do it in this deck is Treeborn comes back, you normal Tour Guide, you get a Sangan, you tribute all 3, you special summon, and you get a search, which is a really cool thing. Its other part of its effect is negate the effects of face-up monsters while your opponent controls them. So this is literally a one-sided skill drain for your opponent while it's on the field, which is crazy in itself, right? Skill drain's already a pesky card to deal with, but especially when you can use effects and your opponent cannot, that's really good. And then lastly, its attack is kind of low, but it really makes up for it with this effect, which is once per turn you can target 1 monster your opponent controls, equip that target to this card, max 1, and then gain attack equal to half the original attack of the monster equipped by this effect. So it's basically a pseudo relinquished. It has an effect to suck up your opponent's monsters. Really versatile, really unique card. There really haven't been a lot of cards like this in its time. It's just such a cool card, so I had to build a deck around it. And let me tell you, if you want a winning formula in a lot of deck, honestly a lot of retro Yu-Gi-Oh, but even here, throwing in a frog engine with heroes to make absolute zero never hurts. And then especially since we're in the great 2011 format, we have access to Tour Guide, which means you can do all kinds of crazy stuff with bringing back your banished Miracle Fusion targets with Leviair. There's just you can even use go for bringing back your Diamond Dudes and stuff like that with that you banish off BLS, and there's just a lot of cool stuff. Bring back your frogs, all kinds of cool stuff you can do with this deck. The ceiling's really high. And yeah, I mean it's got some moves. So I mean, for the most part, this is all stuff you've seen. Yeah, I don't really think there's much else to talk about with this. I mean, I'm just excited to get in the game. So I finally have Joe to talk about his deck. So let's run over and let's see what Joe's playing.
So we have here a Naturia deck. This deck had a lot of hype when it was first released in Duelist Revolution, alongside cards like Effect Veiler. Because of Bamboo Shoot, you read Bamboo Shoot and it says your opponent can't activate spell or traps, and you think, well, that's a pretty ridiculous effect. I believe Naturia Pineapple is also a TCG exclusive. It's sort of a Treeborn Frog with this deck. So the interaction between these two cards was super hyped. It never ended up really doing anything. Quite frankly, the best Naturia cards are the ones like Naturia Beast that have slotted into other decks like X-Sabers. But nevertheless, I'm going to be trying out this Naturia deck. It has, of course, the Bamboo Shoots. It has some interesting plants that never really saw a lot of play. Gravarose can be interesting, particularly because it activates in the standby phase, and theoretically you could send Pineapple and then special summon it. So if you are able to protect the Gravarose with a trap card, now one of the downfalls there is that if it's a card like Fiendish Chain, you don't actually get to revive the Pineapple that turn. It would have to be something like Warning or Mirror Force, but there's still that potential. Then you have some of the other plant cards that are obviously popular during Tengu plant format, Lone Fire, Dandy Spore, and Glow Up Bulb, so a little bit of the traditional plant package there. Then some interesting choices. Cards that seem powerful but never really saw a lot of play. Cactus Bouncer is an interesting one that if you control a plant, neither player can special summon. Botanical Lion is a monster that can get really big. It's a 19/2000 just by itself because it boosts by 300 for recognizing itself as a plant. And then obviously, if you can put a bunch of other plants on the field, it can get up to, pretty reasonably a 2500. The control also can't switch. That doesn't often come up, but it is technically on the card as well, so no enemy control or shenanigans. And then some interesting other cards. Mark of the Rose is a card that's actually seeing some play in Edison format. So that's a cool card. It's a sort of a one-turn pseudo snatch steal. Super Solar Nutrient's a card that's always had a ton of potential. Even in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! I always think that this card has potential. Maybe not the Dandelion's ban, but a card that can tutor basically any plant from your deck. So the fact that that's a possibility is definitely something that has potential in this deck. You can use it to tutor, obviously, Lone Fire, which is the best one because that can tutor anything in your deck. But Super Solar Nutrient after Lone Fire can also tutor things like Gravarose or Botanical Lion if you're attributing off a Dandy token. So those are some cool interactions. One thing about this deck that you are going to see in the actual match is that Pineapple has a restriction that you have to have beasts or plants in your graveyard in order to special summon it. And there's going to be a little bit of a confliction with some of the sideboard choices. So one thing to note is this card should definitely be sided out once you side in any of these cards from the side deck. You also need to worry about using your own Debris Dragon because these two cards conflict as well. But nevertheless, that's the Naturia deck that I'll be playing today.
All right, episode 4 of the Tournament of Tournaments. We're playing some jank. We've avoided quite a bit of jank so far. Honestly, most of the decks we've been playing have been like relatively meta or like, close to it. I'd say these two are both pretty off meta, so I'm excited to, bust out the Plasma Heroes and see what they can do. I don't really think this deck is that bad. While it didn't really have any representation at the time, Destiny Hero Plasma is a crazy card, so I'm excited to use it.
And I'll be trying to summon Naturia Bamboo Shoot, which is a card that had so much potential when it was first printed, but it just never found a home. I remember how hyped that card was, though, back in the day.
Oh, yeah, it was crazy. People were terrified of that thing. And, honestly, I'm a little terrified of it now. So, we'll see how we go into this. You get to go first. You got because I caught the dub last episode. It's all tied up. Tyler has a win, I have a win, and you have a win. So,
Yeah, this is a weird deck.
It is a weird deck. Alright, I'll draw for turn. I am going to start out with a Rhoda.
Resolves.
Okay. Let's summon out... We'll get the Stratos, I'll normal summon it. Do you have a response?
Nope.
Okay, I'll search a card then. And in this scenario... I think I want a Diamond Dude to the hand. We'll swing into probably a Cherries.
It is
a Cherries. All right. Well...
Okay, so I summon 2 of these, and it's like a Nimble Mamanga, basically.
Yeah.
Effect.
Yeah, so 2 Cherries and face down defense.
I don't think this card was ever reprinted. This card is, at least at one point, was so much money. Naturia Cherries.
Yeah, it was like a $20 super. It only came out in Star Strike Blast, which, didn't have like a reprint set either, so it was like never came unlimited. But yeah, this card was worth a lot. It actually recently got reprinted in the Hidden Arsenal.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh
it's,
yeah, I actually recall that. Yeah,
yeah, so it's not as bad now. But yeah, for a long time, this card just did not have another option.
and it wasn't even a good card.
Yeah, I know. Uh, I'm just like kind of spooked here. I'll set a card and pray you don't bamboo shoot me. You're never gonna guess.
Your deck has no traps in it, so I
Yeah,
felt like the best thing I could do is maybe bait you into setting a bluff with enemy controller.
yeah.
Or I actually don't know. I'm not flipping that one.
Okay,
So I'm definitely summoning this.
sure. It's
That
huge
is
now.
non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 22.
Yeah. Because it gains 300 for every plant, including itself.
Yeah, I actually played this card during Teledad format. I had a deck that I really liked when Dandelion was at 3
Ooh.
with Polynosis.
Mm.
It was basically like a lockdown plant deck, and one of my friends actually top 8 at a regional during Teledad with a botanical. It was a black garden deck too, because you had set Botanical Lion, and his deck would just skyrocket because of all the black garden tokens. It was actually a really cool deck. It had 3 Dark Bribe, 3 Polynosis, and 3 Solemn Judgment.
That sounds sick.
So yeah, and you'd like wave motion cannon out your opponent, and you'd just lock them out of the game.
Yeah.
It's a pretty sick deck. Pretty sick deck. Because Dandelion was at 3, so you would just Polynosis it, make a bunch of tokens, Polynosis again. It was a pretty cool deck.
Yeah, the infinite. I experimented with Dandy Polynosis a bit myself back in the day, but it was when that one rank 3 Exceed plant came out, where you could like detach to send a plant to grave. So I would make a generic rank 3 and then like detach into a 2 Dandy tokens for Polynosis. It was kind of cool, but not that good. Yours sounds a bit better.
It's just a fun deck. Okay, I don't think I can do what I want to do, so we'll go attack.
Okay, so he's at 22, he said, so 400? Right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And then...
Anything?
Nothing.
Alright, we'll just play conservative, I guess.
Sure. That's pretty good.
Yeah, those are earth monsters.
Oh, that's rough. All right. Well,
I am playing a Naturia deck, right?
yeah. Definitely puts me in a bit of a predicament, but there are ways to out this. We're gonna pray we hit one with Diamond Dude effect, because I don't think you can negate it off of Diamond Dude's effect, so we're gonna attempt.
Diamond Dude resolves.
Nope.
Okay, sweet.
That would have been nice actually to see, but that's okay. You know, we'll swing into this. Oh wow. We'll swing into your other cherries.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, is this Tragodia?
All right. And I'll pass back to you.
How do you out this in your deck? I guess it's just stuff like Dark Arm, but you're way away from that. I guess Tragodia, obviously. Gores, but I don't have to. Yeah, it's just those ones.
Tour guide also.
Oh, yeah, you have Tour Guide.
Yeah.
Touche. Well, if that's the case... Alright, we'll just attack.
All right. So that's
800.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long day. I'm not feeling the math. All right. Come on. Big money, no whammies. Oh, excellent. That's exactly what you want to see. We'll do Diamond Dude again.
Resolves.
Oh my god.
You hate to see it.
That's not good at all. All right. Yeah, no, that's all I got.
Alright. This has to be a good draw.
Oh, that's a very good draw. That's a really scary draw, to be honest.
This has to do something ridiculous.
Well, Titanial seems kind of cracked. Mostly because of the fact that I think if I even if I manage to get a plasma on the board, you can tribute the Titanial for cost to negate the plasma effect, which is pretty good.
Maybe. All right, let's see. I have Titanial in hand, or else that would just be an instant pick at this point.
Yeah.
But since I have that in hand,
if only you could get the Cactus Bouncer.
Yeah, I mean, that would be something that people would do in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! If that would have been a thing. Cactus Bouncer might be banned if that was a thing.
Yeah, Cactus Bouncer would be really crazy here. With a Nat Beast and a Titanial, game over.
I'm debating if I get Dandelion or if I just get into this Gravarose card and then send Dandelion on my next turn. Because this Gravarose card's kind of cool with...
Yeah. I mean, as long as...
Glow Up Ball.
You have the Titanial in your hand, so you can reveal that infinitely. So, like... I mean, I would need something to immediately out the Gravarose, and if I have something big enough to out the Gravarose, then...
but your deck is kind of... I mean, it's just Tour Guide, but that's an out... that's not really a concern right now.
Yeah, and technically Nat Beast is more valuable to out right now than the Gravarose. Yeah, I think Gravarose might be the play.
Yeah, it's a weird one, but it might be.
It's a cool card, too. Like, you can even send Pineapple, because you have all plants in grade still, too.
Yeah, plants and beasts. It's interesting.
Yeah, you're seeing the synergies of the deck work together. It's a beautiful mess of cards, honestly.
It is definitely a mess of cards. I'm trying to think, is Dandelion better? But it might not be better than just going into this Rose. Yeah, I guess I'm going to Gravarose. That feels weird, but...
Honestly, I think it's the correct play. I think it's a really good card right now. Alright, so 800 again.
Okay, do I attack? That's the question. I don't think so. I think I just milk this advantage and not attack into Gores if it's not necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I have to reveal. Titanial.
Yeah, that's fine. Wait. Oh, can I do this? Is this like a... I think I can do this. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm wrong, and you'll have to tell me. We'll go Samurai main. Can I activate Destiny Draw and pay cost?
Yes.
Okay, so then you can negate. Sure. That lets me special summon Dad. And I'm gonna attempt to declare priority here. Unless you have a warning.
No, but pay your cost and tell me your target.
I will try to get rid of the Nat Beast. Alright. Oh god. I'm thinking on this. I just feel like no matter what, it's such a bad situation. But I feel like this Nat Beast is so crippling to my deck. Oh, wait. Okay, you know what? I think this is worth it. I actually think this is worth it. Well, no, I guess because you still get a Nat Beast it. Oh. That's a tough decision. Alright, I'm debating on chaining enemy controller, treating my dad for cost to pop the Nat Beast to get rid of it. Which you could...
But I would just negate with Nat Beast.
Yeah, you would negate the enemy controller, but send, like, in response to the Fiendish Chain, like, Dark Arm Dragon would resolve Engrave. So I'd be able to kill the Nat Beast.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
I see.
But the issue is I minus like 1,000,000 cards here, and you still get the Gravarose. I think
it's probably worth it.
I think it might be too.
I mean, I'm just going to kill you next turn if you don't do that.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll do it. And unfortunately, I think that's my my best play there. So, what'd you mill? Nothing.
Nothing exciting. You do lock my Fiendish Chain though, so there is that benefit to you.
True.
No more Naturia Pineapple combos.
Yeah, that is true. I think I'm pretty much just capped here, though, unfortunately. I don't really have another play. We'll set a single card and I'll pass. Oh, you have so much value on the board.
I do. Where's Dan? 2 tokens. Main 1. Get rid of Titanium.
Sure.
Summon Spore. Is that good?
Yeah.
Draw.
Yeah.
Interesting. This deck has more options than normal plant decks in terms of what level Spore can be. That's cool.
yeah, it's really cool actually. There's weird cheeky combos with the deck. Like I said, it seems bad on paper, but then you play it, it really doesn't feel that terrible. You can do some stuff. I mean, traditional Tengu plants is definitely better, but it's still a cool variant.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I can just Black Rose here. I don't even need to do the typical play. Okay. Gonna banish to summon.
Sure.
Level 5.
Sure. All right.
I will use the effect. I will target my Fiendish Chain.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You lost your dark hole. You're probably worried now.
Yeah. No, it's an unnecessary. Okay, I know your deck list, so I guess it's better to do this play this way.
Oh!
Would you like to chain enemy controller?
Yeah, I probably have to. But I don't even think it matters. I mean, I guess...
No, it doesn't, because if you put this to defense, I just put it back to attack. If you put this to defense, I just tune with these two.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll force... It's game. It's no way. It's not... There's no way it's not game. I had a miracle fusion. There's like no scenario I don't lose.
I figured if you had anything, it was enemy controller, so I bounced my Fiendish Chain, and just in case there was something actually good there. And then if I were born then Cherry Beast enemy control, it doesn't matter. Because if you put this to defense, I just put it to attack.
Yeah. No, I mean that it was pretty effective. I was like, the sad thing is I had this miracle fusion, but like I didn't actually have a way to resolve it. Like there's no target with these Destiny Heroes.
Yeah.
I needed to see the water engine, which I definitely did not, so that was kind of sad. But you know, all right, we'll go into game 2. Maybe I won't just get blown out by Nat Beast this time. Alright, I won't open a million spells this game and then get Nat Beast. That's what's gonna happen. I'm putting it into words. We gotta be prepared. Okay, this is a much better opening hand. We'll draw for turn. I'm gonna go... Well, normal summon Swap Frog and activate effect.
Resolves.
Dump a Treeborn. I'll bounce Swap Frog to hand, and just to be safe, I'm gonna Rhoda here. And add Stratos.
That's fair.
And I will pass back to you.
Attack.
So we're taking 1900. That is fine. Okay, that's that's scary. Standby phase, we'll get the Treeborn.
Yep.
But now I actually have to Ugh, it's kind of bad, but honestly, I don't think I can really afford for that to resolve. So I think I'm in a dark hole here. I can't
Sure.
I can't let you get pineapple, and I don't actually have a way to swing over that card. So we'll go main one and just normal Stratos,
Resolves.
and we'll get a plasma to the hand. I'll enter battle phase and attack for Stratos, and then I'll pass to you. I will chain Max C to that card.
Not a problem.
Getting the cherries, yeah. Going for the bamboo shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Attack.
I'll take the 200, and I'm going to drop a Trag.
Yep. Go.
And, oh, that's pretty good. We'll go standby phase. If I can go to standby phase, there we go. Get the frog.
Yep.
Main phase 1. Do you have anything?
You drew Jinzo. You didn't have that last turn.
I did draw Jinzo. I am going to roll summon Jinzo.
Yeah. What's crazy is I had that 1-for-1 play, but I wanted to check for Jinzo, so I made like an enticing board with the Gravarose to see if you'd have it.
Yeah. No, I actually...
That's disheartening.
Oh, wow,
Like,
really?
I actually could have done this play and set these with Bamboo Shoot, but I wanted to check for Jinzo. That was...
Yeah, no, actually,
rough.
order of operations was I top decked Tragonia after you attacked directly, and then I top decked Jinzo after like after you let me resolve the Tragonia. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, no, I had quite a bit of advantage there. I had the swaps, and then I had double Miracle too, so I was big chilling there.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right, game 3. That was a... Oh, wait.
Quick one.
Yeah, that was a quick match. Final game. Honestly, I didn't expect this to feel like as close of a series. Honestly, like I felt like this would be a like pretty one-sided matchup, one way or the other, but it felt pretty close. We have the Dandy into Super Solar Nutrient combo. It's a pretty good one.
All right, I'm going to...
Drop the pineapple. It's respectable.
Okay, there's a lot of things that can go wrong if I do this.
Nice. I like to hear that. That's some good news for me.
All right, I'm going to do this.
Okay, interesting. Alright, well, we'll go standby main, and I'm gonna lead with a Destiny draw.
Yep.
Huh. I think this is probably best play here. I'm gonna normal Sangan, I'm gonna econ and attack over it.
Yeah.
And then I will pass the turn back to you. Don't normal summon your second Thunder King. Alright, nice. We're chilling. Ooh, I really like to see that card right now. Well, normal swap.
Yeah.
And I'll activate its effect.
Yep.
And I'll dump a Treeborn. We'll enter battle phase. Sangan will attack. I'll attack a token. Main 2. Will bounce the swap back to the hand. And I'll pass to you. Look at this. We have a guy who stands for something we all believe in. Free Dandelion. Alright, I'll draw for turn. No! That's pretty cruel. I liked my Treeborn Frog. Stand by main. I guess I'm gonna normal swap and activate effect.
Mm-hmm.
I'll send a swap frog. You haven't used cherries yet. You also, oh yeah, you also can't use pineapple now because of Thunder King.
And DD Crow.
Yeah, Crow. We'll swing in. Ooh! Right, Sangan will attack the token. Main 2, I'm gonna bounce the swap frog to hand, and I think I'm gonna miracle here. Just to prevent getting Nat Beast for game.
Yep.
And I'll pass to you. Oh, BLS would be so cracked for you right now. Okay. We'll take
Yeah, I wish.
900.
900.
900. Get Sangan effect.
Yeah.
And I think I'll grab myself a tour guide.
Yeah.
Stand by main. Do you have the Valor?
Nope.
Alright, I'll grab a tour guide then. And I'll get Levier. Priority.
Yeah.
We'll special summon back Treeborn. And I'll go battle phase. We'll attack for 11. And I'll attack directly. And we'll go main 2. I guess I'll just pass and take a heavy dark hold of the mouth. Ooh, that's,
Target Dandelion.
that's a pretty good card here. It's actually a really good card here. See ya, guys.
So my Dandelion, I think, would be Chainlink 1 because I'm the turn player, and Absolute Zero would be Chainlink 2, so I think I get the tokens. That sounds...
So...
This card leaves it.
Well, no, because
Yeah, my Dandy...
it would be... So, like, because Absolute Zero would be in a separate
Oh,
chain.
yeah. Yeah. Because it would be in the same chainlink as Black Rose Dragon.
Yeah, because Black Rose resolves being
Yep.
Chainlink 1, Dandy... Or... No, it's the other way around. Dandy Chainlink 1,
Yeah.
Black Rose Chainlink 2. Alright, draw for turn. This isn't that bad. Stand by main. Honestly, I guess... Do I care about... I think I'll just heavy. Okay, so we got rid of the chain. That's what I was trying to deal with. I think... we'll... I think I'll just pitch Swap Frog to Special Swap Frog and activate its effect. We'll send the Ronin to the grave, and then I'll banish the Swap Frog to Special Ronin. Any response to that?
Nope.
Alright, I'll make myself a Gotchi, and I'll normal Diamond Dude and activate effect.
Yep.
Damn. Diamond Dude is not good along with me today. We'll swing for 18. And I'll pass back to you. I'll draw We'll go standby. I'm not going to use Treeborn. We'll go main. I'll use Diamond Dude's effect.
Mm-hmm.
Who needs it, you know? We'll go swing for 18 again. Oh, man. And main 2. I guess I'll just pass. There's So we set a monster. You mirror force the Diamond Dude because he was too scary. I think, honestly, I'm kind of tempted to just reborn your Black Rose. Ooh, actually, maybe Thunder King's way better. Thunder King's way better.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack. Ooh. Got the cherries. Oh, that's so scary. Ugh. It's all past you. Mark of the Rose would be so broken here.
If only.
Okay, well, no Mark of the Rose. Mark of the Rose literally outs the Thunder King, gives you a Bryanak, and outs the Gachi. It would be sick. Sure. Ooh. Yeah. I'm assuming you're... Yeah.
I don't actually know what this is going to result in, but I feel like I have to give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna chain... Yeah, I'm chaining Maxi to that. I mean, in the ideal world, it's Lone Fire into Titanial, unless you're a player like me and Titanial's just in your hand always, so...
I always draw Titania. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Every time.
It's the best one of in the deck. And I mean, theoretically, the tribute summon for Titanial isn't even that bad. I just don't know what you get off the Super Solar Energy. I guess you could get a tuner. You could get, like, Glow Up or Spore. Yeah. And then tribute.
I thought about it.
That's not the worst play. That gives me a single draw.
Have you drawn off the nutrient?
No, I need to now. Okay, so he is at 22, so you're 100 short. I guess a normal summon is big here.
I'm actually thinking about not setting. Maybe I don't. No, I actually have to. Okay. I think my thing's reconnecting. Hold on.
You're fine. I got that message. Okay, yeah, so the Cactus Bouncer is the play.
Oh, that came out on your side? It didn't come in on my side yet. Okay, perfect.
Nice. Yeah, Cactus Bouncer, swing over the Thunder King and make a Nat Beast?
I can't special summon.
Oh, yeah. It's a neither player. I didn't even notice that. Alright, so, yeah, so that's, I'm at 23, you're at... what's his attack at?
He's at 25.
2,500.
So you take 200, I think.
All right.
Which is why I had to flip the Naturia cherries. But
yeah, that makes sense.
All right, go ahead.
Huh. Well, going main phase 1. This is an ugly hand. Wow. Alright, well, I have to Dark Hole here.
Yeah.
But I don't think it actually does anything for me. We'll detach the Ronin. An honest... I mean, all your Naturias are engraved, so actually every Bamboo Shoot is dead from here on out. Without, like, a reborn card. So I think I'm actually pretty safe to just pass. Standby phase. I'll special the Treeborn. Is that good?
Yep.
Main one. I am going to tribute for the Jinzo.
Mm-hmm.
Attack for 26. It's 26. Because he is
okay.
one less attachment. And I'll pass to you. Specialist Cyber Dragon make Chimera? No.
No.
You had the Titanial, Bamboo Shoot, Crow. Oh, you could have crowed the Treeborn.
I just drew it.
Just drew it.
I would have to set it, and you'd switch Gotchi to attack, and yeah. So that opening, playing this deck that first time, I realized the Naturia Pineapple contradiction with anything that's not a beast or a plant.
Yeah.
But the upside was so high because if I had Bamboo Shoot in my hand, obviously, turn one. I could just send Pineapple and pass, but my hand was 6 monsters. So if I just summon Bamboo Shoot, you have a lot of outs to it. Like summoning Cyber Dragon on your own end, or summoning Tour Guide. So I figured if the Thunder King lived, and then I brought back the Pineapple, I'd have Thunder King Bamboo Shoot.
Yeah.
And then that limits your outs quite considerably.
Yeah, no, I mean...
But obviously...
I saw the line with the Thunder King Bamboo Shoot, but that's also why you're like, this is so fragile. Because it really was. Like, there's a lot of ways I could out it with this deck. I'm kind of sad I never got to summon Plasma. There's, like, never a situation to use him. Like, the ideal situation of the deck is you Treeborn, and then, like, you Tour Guide into a Sangan, and then you just tribute all 3 for Plasma. So it's, like, a really easy way to summon, and you get a search. Which is, like, really cool. And, you know, once Plasma's on board, he's a really tough card to out. But I like, pretty much never had a scenario where Plasma was a viable option in these games. But I guess that kind of is part of, like, what your deck can do as well that made it awkward for me. I mean, like, there was a world where I could have maybe done it in that last turn. But Cactus Bouncer, like, prevented me from doing it. So... yeah, that was unfortunate, but either way, I mean, it definitely was a cool match. Again, I'm sad I didn't get to see Plasma. Jinzo came in clutch though. This card was nuts. You know, I'm glad I sided these guys in.
Yeah,
but I mean, we kind of did get to see the raw strength of both decks in Game 1 and Game 2, and then this last one was a bit of a grind fest, and then just an unfortunate reality of Titanial. To be honest, I almost think it's worth to side out the Pineapple in the later games.
Now that I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, this is not good.
Yeah, because one's like, and like that's why like this deck only runs plants outside of the single copy of Debris, because Debris is just a power play card where it's like worth turning off your Pineapple, and if you're synchroing at any point, Pineapple will lose its stuff. It's just for the early stages of the game where this card is like really relevant or strong. It's nice to tribute for like Super Solar Nutrient and stuff like that to like get your engine going. But yeah, no, it's definitely like a side out. Like probably even like side out a Bamboo Shoot as well. Like just keep 2 cherries and 3 cherries, 2 Bamboo Shoot. That's probably the ratio you want to go for like the couple games after, because they can get really bricky. That's like what I was recognizing towards the end, like especially once I knew you had Titanial. I was like, okay, there's probably a Bamboo Shoot, and at this stage of the game you have no way to summon it, so it gets a little hard. But yeah, either way,
this deck could use Raikou.
You think?
Yeah. That was always a card because it's a beast.
Yeah, that's true. That is fair.
That was always the hype, like the hype. When people thought about a Naturia deck back when this card was first printed, that's what they were talking about.
Yeah, is Raikou
like
milling the Pineapple? There's a lot of weird cards that work in this deck. Another card I tested is Blue Rose Dragon. I don't know if you've seen that card, but it just says on destruction in any way, battle, or card effect, you can special summon either a Black Rose from your graveyard or any plant monster in your graveyard. and it's like weirdly really strong in the deck. I've tested that a couple times, just like a single copy as like a tech, like alongside debris, but that's another one that's like pretty okay in it. But honestly, there's like, it's like weird because the space is pretty tight. There's a lot of stuff that's like pretty good to run. I think there's a world where maybe you could cut what are they called, the Quakimirus. Maybe there's just better cards to run than them. Because like they're kind of win more. If you're already in a winning position, you're going to resolve its effect. If you're not, it's useless. So
this deck needs way more traps.
Yeah, that's true.
This is like a 20 trap deck. Like it should be a 20 trap deck.
Yeah. I mean, if you're playing off the win con of Bamboo Shoot, then yeah, because Bamboo Shoot needs the options or like the protection.
Like this card is cool.
Yeah,
this card is cool, but I would definitely not play them.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I would just try to consolidate down to the Naturia stuff and make it... Because I feel like even if you have Bamboo Shoot, you only have 6 or 7 good traps in your deck.
Yeah.
So it seems tough to protect as much as you'd want.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, my thought process with it was... going like away from like you could do like Naturia Wall, right, or something like that, or like there's a bunch of cards that you can run that like play towards the Naturia engine more, but I just feel like the Naturia cards are so bad that it's almost better to go for like a plant engine with a maybe I get a Bamboo Shoot out. That's kind of the logic of the deck, but I mean, I don't disagree. Like, there's a world where playing towards strictly the Bamboo Shoot is the better play. But, yeah, I mean, it's a weird deck to build, to be honest, because, like, I feel like multiple iterations of this build, they all feel kind of terrible in some way, just because, honestly, like, Bamboo Shoot is an underwhelming card. Like, a Cyber Dragon just outs it. So, like, you want to play traps to, like, keep it alive.
Yeah.
But then you don't want to play traps because it plays around Pineapple and stuff like that, right? Like, Pineapple can't come back, and, like, it's a weird engine to bring around. So it's, like, that's why I went with the, like, okay, we'll play, like, a beater plant deck with a bit of Bamboo Shoot mixed in. Understanding that there is definitely a reality where your opponent just summons something bigger than Bamboo Shoot and you just lose to it. But, you know, I think that's the risk when you're playing Naturia, is that'll happen. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this episode of Tournament of Tournaments. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing. We'll be releasing this series every single week, so I appreciate the support, among other amazing videos. I'm going to show you this since you made it this far. Honestly, I think this is kind of funny. Joe's deck, his Hero Stun deck from 2012, actually has 0 main deck outs to Bamboo Shoot. You know, you start looking, you know, try to find one. You can't. There really isn't one. There's nothing. If this deck gets hit with a Bamboo Shoot, there's actually 0 outs, which I thought was kind of funny. So, yeah. Anyway, that wraps it up for this episode. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great time dueling today.